Say taken advantage of. Like what are they telling them?
It's
what
what
are they
they're
doing?
not telling them.
Okay.
Not telling them, not doing.
It's what they're not advising them to do. It's what they're just running them through meals, It's just, it's a real heavy conversation because this system is driven by economics. And so, the health system, you've got people who are just, they're just ching, ching, run them through. Next, ching, ching, run them through. But there's no conversation. There's no thorough investigation with regard to what's really happening with the patient or what's really happening with the client or what's their circumstances. So, they're just being run through the mill.
That's very true.
And they're just collecting the money. The same thing happens in the tax arena. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of services that say, we'll do your taxes for you. We'll get you out of tax trouble.
Right.
And they collect your money, but then there's nobody sitting down with you, giving you, really understanding what your circumstances are, really understanding. My brother had been bleeding from his colon for the last year.
Oh, boy.
And there was no professional that had any records in their notes that said, and he was complaining about it, but there was no referral to a GI.
Wow.
Amazing.
I mean, there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you don't know to ask, right? And, seniors, when they get to a certain point, they just rely upon someone to tell them what to do.
Right.
So, again, and even when I go back to the days of being in the distressed property arena, when people were dealing with upside down mortgages and distressed properties, or upside down mortgages as well as the values, the values dropping. These people were distraught because they were dealing with something that they never had to deal with before. And they needed guidance.
That's right.
They didn't need to be taken advantage of. They needed solutions, right? So it's not just about selling your house and making a commission. It's about what are our options here and what can we do to support you.
And let's make sure you're not being taken advantage of.
Right.
That's correct.